So underway with the doubles action, the second rubber in this match between KTS and the Sunsport Junior 2 team, who of course are in front now after that big success for Shikushun. Here on the near side for KTS, we've got the experienced hands of Yang Haiqiang and Sen Yu Tai. Now on the far side, the youngsters from Sunsports of Keith Teo and Ri Jisong. Of course, the experience on the near side of the table as you look at it, vastly superior to the two youngsters on the far side. The question, of course, is whether they can emulate what Shikushun did in stunning circumstances, coming through in 4 games to defeat Liu Chan in the earlier rubber. Really high toss on that serve there. It's called a let. Do it all over again. Equally high toss this time. And they're just staying within touch here, Keith and Regis. By no means disgracing themselves in the early parts of this one. Now, big lead being manufactured by Yang and Shen. The youngsters still just about staying within touching distance though, and they're back to within 2 now. And that goes long, and they're being very ambitious, these boys. And when it's working, it is giving the more experienced team some troubles, but at the moment, they've got a job on to try and save this first game. Well, they could gratefully accept that. The service returns straight into the net. It's been misjudged. Still trail by 3, though. Goes long. It brings up 4 game points for the pairing of Yang and Shen. Oh, that just dribbled over a lucky net cord, but it matters not. You get the feeling they deserve that on merit anyway. And KTS with Yang and Shen take the first game against Teo and Ong of SS Juniors 2 by 11 points to 6 as they bid to level up this match 1 rubber each. So, almost good to go in this second game. First game going the way of Yang and Shen by 11 points to 6. Nearest to is Sunsports, Keith Teo and Ri Jisong. They serve first. Oh, they left the gate open, but KTS couldn't take advantage. High and out, and this is some start to this second game for Keith Joe and Regis Ong. Whatever adjustments they've made in the turnaround do seem to be working here. And again, confusion between the two KTS paddlers, and they've opened up a 5-0 lead here. And again, they're just being blown away here. This is extraordinary. What a turnaround from one game to the next. Well, now this is where surely the experience comes in for Yang and Sen. Trailing 6-0. Need to stop the rot, and they won't do it that way. It's at 7. Well, we've yet to see an 11-0 so far this morning on the TV table. Closest we came was an 11-1 that Yingjing Yuan got against Liu Qian in the 5th singles rubber in the first match of the day. And we won't get one this time either. Finally, KTS on the board, but with a big job on to take out this second game now, trailing 7-1. And they won't do it that way either, and you get the impression they might just sacrifice this game now and get straight back down to business on a level playing field with game number 3. Lovely attacking shot though from Yang. Went for an exaggerated wrist action there on that backhand, and it didn't pan out. Lovely shot. Backhand through the middle again, brings up 7 game points. This has been some turnaround in the second game here. First one goes missing, but now they get to play with the KTS serve. Can they pick a point up here? Not been a problem with them so far in this game. The first one goes a begging though. So 2 have been saved, still 5 in the locker for Sun Sports. Make that 4. Maybe the nerves kicking in. At this point, it's a relief, I'm sure, for the 2 youngsters that they built up this sizable lead. Surely they can limp over the line in the second game here. Yes, they can. High, wide, and not so handsome comes the forehand, and we're level at 1 each. Keith Yeo and Regis Ong take the second. 6-11. So, start of the third. It's KTS on serve with Yang Haiqiang and Shen Yu Tai, who are strangely subdued in that second game. They get off to a point-winning start in the third, though. Like these young bucks at the other end of the table, Keith Joe and Regis Ong. Oh, that's a bad misjudgment. Goes long, gets the boys on the board after losing the first 4 points. In the third. Oh, good adjustment with his body there, and the spin deceiving. Caught in two minds whether to defend or attack, and Keith Teo and Regis Ong firmly back in game 3 now. Service mistake. No, it's been 3 so far, relatively one-sided games here. 2 in the direction of KTS and 1 to the advantage of Sun Sports Juniors. Just don't look altogether happy, do they? Yang Haiqian and Shen Yu Tai. Youngsters have got the self-belief and confidence to go through with this. You fancy they have half a chance, but they themselves just hesitating sometimes at the most inopportune of moments. It's a lovely forehand. Yang and Shen back on track with an 8-4 lead in the third. And it's another one-sided affair, this. Looks like very much KTS are going to take a 2-1 lead in this second rubber. Oh, that was a sensational forehand. Split the 2 paddlers from KTS. Still, though, 3 points adrift in this crucial third game. If they can't pull this one back, there'll be no more mistakes allowed, and they're going to now face 4 game points. Keith and Regis. And they only need one of them. So the third game goes to Yang Haiqian and Shen Yu Tai. And all 3 games have been decided by a scoreline of 11-6. But the crucial stat that matters is that it's Yang Haiqian, Shen Yu Tai, 2-1 in front of Keith Teo and Regis Ong. Stay with us, 4th game up next. So 4th game, and it's the youngsters who take first blood. Quickly pegged back though by the experience of Yang Haiqian and Shen Yu Tai. Reminder, up next we've got Tang Hua and Daniel Ng. Tang Hua is put in one of the performances of the day so far earlier on in his singles victory in the first match we witnessed of KTS, although they did go down ultimately a losing effort against Sun Sports Elite. Tang Hua did manage to win his singles. And another man who won his singles against Sun Sport Elite, Shang Shen. He'll be bringing up the rear, playing the 5th leg of this match with the SS Junior 2s. And obviously we got, after this, Tang Hua, then a doubles match, and then Shang Shen in the last singles for KTS. Shang Shen will be taking on Jaden Fu. Meanwhile, maybe just now the experience beginning to tell for Yang Haiqiang and Shen Yutai. They certainly had a wobble in the second game and even in parts of the third, but they now look set to hopefully go to victory, hopefully from a KTS perspective, and level up this match one rubber apiece. When the KTS have won one and lost one, they've lost to Super Sports Elite. They have picked up a victory since then. At the moment, it's a tie for first place. Safra 1 and Sun Sports Elite, both having played 2 and won 2. And we'll see Sun Sports Elite in action next in our final match of the day on the TV table here on day 1 of the ATT Singapore National Table Tennis League 2018, as they take on the New Century Table Tennis Club 1. Timeout called. No surprise really, trailing 6-2 in the fourth. Can the Sun Sports youngsters of Keith Teo and Ri Jizong possibly turn this around? We'll find out very shortly. So, trailing 6-2, can the Sun Sports boys find a spurt after the timeout, or will KTS pair march to victory? Well, how many times have we seen that this morning and this afternoon? A timeout immediately gets a response from the team that called it. They still trail 6-3 though in the fourth and 2-1 in games. And that shot into the net. At this point in proceedings, they just cannot afford any cheap points away. 4 points of victory then, Yang Haiqiang and Shen Yutai. And that's one of them. Just overpowering the youngsters now. I'm sure we'll learn a great deal from this experience. And of course, the match is by no means dead, because Shi Qishun's big win against Liu Qian in the opening singles rubber means we'll go to the second singles between Tang Hua and Daniel Ng, all square at one rubber apiece. And good to see the boys, if they are going to go down here, going down with a bang rather than a whimper. And it goes to show the respect Yang Haiqiang and Shen Yutai have got for these opponents, that they're not taking this for granted. A little chat between the two paddling mates. And it did the trick as well, because it now puts them just 2 points away from victory. Great save. Well, what a point to win. Might be too little too late, but these Sun Sports paddlers all through the squad today. They've been on the end of heavy defeats against their Sun Sports teammates already today, but they're showing plenty of determination. And hello, all of a sudden, just like that, it's 9-7. Is it too little too late? 2 big service points coming up for Teo and Ong. Win them both, and the game could be back on. Lose one, and they'll be facing match points. And that's the respect they're being treated with here, whether it was an icing or not. At Tang Hua's insistence, I think. He's on next in the singles, remember. Hang Yai-Tai and Shen Yutai call timeout, leading 9-7 and 2-1. So after that timeout, can Yang and Shen close it out on the Keith and Regis serve? Well, my word, they've got to within one here. Well, all of a sudden, it looked like they were strolling to victory 5 minutes ago. Now, they'll be happy to fall over the line. Can they level it up now, the Sun Sports boys? Yes, they can. It's 9 apiece. Well, where has this table tennis come from? And have Yang and Shen lost the thread of success? They've not even manufactured a match point yet. It was 9-6 just moments ago. And in fact now they'll face a game point to go to a 5th. Well, questions being asked of themselves here. Just long. That's a relief for Yang and Sen, who now at deuce have a chance at least to try and fashion the match point that eluded them in regulation. And again, more communication. Certainly more communication in the last 6 points of this game than has been in the entire rest of the match between the two paddlers. Oh, what a chance to get one off the edge for KTS. The hand went up to apologise straight away, and what a way to bring up match point. Can Keith Joe and Regis Ong possibly save this? Remember, they won 4 points on the spin post the KTS timeout. It goes long, and they finally get over the line, but oh boy, was it a struggle in that 4th game. Yang Hai-Chien and Shen Yu-Tai beat Keith Teo and Regis Ong of S Sun Sports Junior 2s 11-6, 6-11, 11-6, 12-10, but the youngsters accredit themselves fantastically well, and now we'll be able to see how the youngster from Sun Sports Junior 2, Daniel Ung, does against the KTS paddling machine, Tang Hua. That's next on Table 18, the TV table live in 11 Sports. It's ATT Singapore National Table Tennis League 2018. Stay with us.